From the studios of Extreme Sports in Hastings, Nebraska, we present Huddle Up, a great way to start your day with all the news, weather, and sports you need, interesting interviews, and friendly conversation from two guys that go together like Scooby and Shaggy. Mike Will and Tyson Havronic.
Well, we're back up and ready to go. It's another edition of Huddle Up here on Extreme Sports. Good morning as we get you up and get you rolling this morning with all the news, weather, and sports that you need to get out the door here this morning. The Nebraska women's basketball team going to tip off its 2026-2027 season with an exhibition game against Wayne State on Friday, October 23rd at Pinnacle Bank Arena. I'll tell you about that coming up. Hastings Sodbusters are in action tonight. They're down in Missouri getting ready to play Sedalia, and the ball game gets underway at 7 o'clock. Had a lot of Legion baseball played around the area again last night. Kearney Pinnacle Bank knocking off Hastings 5 Points Bank 11-8 last night in the elimination game of the seniors A7 tournament up in Grand Island. So the time for Hastings at the area tournament is over, and now we get set to play in the state tournament beginning this Saturday. A7 Juniors tournament out in Scotts Bluff. Kearney Post 52 and Grand Island 5 Points Bank came up winners yesterday. Also had action in the Class B Junior State tournament in Wayne and the Class C Junior State tournament at Tri-County. We'll check the results and set the schedule for you for today on the show. Plus, we're going to be hearing from Sonny Dykes. He's the head coach for TCU as we continue some football previews as we get ready for the 2026 season. So all that and more is coming up as we get you going here for a Tuesday, the 21st day of July for 2026, as we welcome in Tyson Havronic from the Western Studios. Good morning.
And good morning. Always hated TCU. Don't know if it's the whole Texas thing and just being from Texas that has made me hate TCU. Just never liked them. They were kind of pricks in baseball. They had several good years where they were consistently battling for Omaha. I think my favorite college baseball team outside of Nebraska, LSU, was at one time in a tight super regional series with them, and TCU beat them. And so I've always just kind of carried this secret hatred for TCU, but yeah, we'll listen to Sonny. See what he has to say.
I always like the Horned Frogs mascot.
The horny toad?
Yeah, the Horned Frogs, the horny toads. Always like that mascot. Yeah, I don't follow TCU a whole lot, but Sonny Dykes has been on there for a few years. God, he's a long-time coach, too. Mm-hmm. I listened to some stuff earlier today. He's 30th year as a college football coach, and this is his 16th year as a Division I head football coach. It'll be his fifth season at the TCU, so we'll be hearing from Sonny Dykes on the show today. The Southeastern Conference, the SEC, started their media days yesterday, so we'll hear some comments from all those guys here in the next few days, getting ready for Big Ten media days. They'll be coming up at the end of the month in Indianapolis. So
yeah, got some interesting storylines in the SEC. Obviously, you know, our good buddy Kalen DeBoer back for Alabama. You have Lane Kiffin in year one at LSU. That was, I think, the big headline for the coaching carousel as he left his playoff-bound Ole Miss Rebels and took the LSU job. So that should create some intrigue there. I think the Ole Miss coach probably still's got a chip on his shoulder, and why not us mentality over there. And you know, we got Drinkwitz over in Missouri, talk a little Tiger football. So yeah, plenty of headlines that we can grab out of the SEC media days.
All right, baseball from last night. Game we had here on Extreme Sports. Kearney Pinnacle Bank beat Hastings 5 Points Bank by the score of 11-8. That is the elimination ball game of the seniors A7 tournament in Grand Island. So Kearney will now move on to play Grand Island Home Federal for the championship today, beginning at 5 at Ryder Park. Kearney will have to beat Home Federal twice in order to win the championship. But Kearney, Hastings, and Grand Island will all be in the Class A state tournament that gets underway on Saturday. 2 sites at either Elkhorn North or Kearney. And again, the brackets will be out following the completion of all the area championship games tonight. So we'll see where Hastings will be going. We're sitting at 16-16-1 on the season as we get ready to play now in the state tournament. Do we know, the formula, how is where we go depending on a result tonight? Is it like the first and third place teams? Is it the second place team? You know how the state works? Not really. You know how the state works. I have if necessary brackets. It's weird. I would like some kind of formula. Yeah, we were trying to figure it out last night between the media folks and really the Grand Island baseball officials that were kind of... Because I would think if you host, it would be the first and the third place team go to one tournament and the host hosts. But I don't know. I could be wrong. I would think you'd take 1 and 3 and 2 and split, and that would put Hastings in where. If Grand Island won tonight, that would be my logical outside looking in view of things. But again, I don't know. I'm not the professional. Yeah, and I don't know if there are any professionals. I don't know that there is a formula. I don't think there is either. I think it's wherever the state wants to put these teams. Yeah, I don't want to go to Elkhorn North. We played there for state high school baseball. Mm-hmm. I think we played there for Legion baseball. It seems like I've been there a lot here in the past couple of years. And like I told you, I think yesterday, the field's nice. The facilities, the broadcasts are the pits. Yeah. So I don't want to go there, but that's half the experience. If that's where we're going to go. And now it's also now that the Hooters restaurant is closed in Omaha. I mean, that was part of the. Well, that was part of the plan anyway. That's where we set up broadcast facilities. Yeah. God, we ate there like 3 or 4 times. Now what am I going to do? We practically had our own booth. Yeah. Why do I want to go to Elkhorn North for this baseball tournament if Hooters is not open? I suppose I could drive over in Council Bluffs. God. That's going out of your way a little bit. It's going out of my way, but... God damn, it's Hooters. all I got is time. You play that first game. You play that first game on Saturday, and then you don't play again until Sunday. All right, see you again in 19 hours. I got you nothing but time. Yeah. I could drive over to Council Bluffs, I suppose, and go to the Hooters in Council Bluffs. Bookkeeper is cringing at the very thought. When Hooters closed that La Vista restaurant, they don't know how much of a scramble that put into us when we get into Omaha. Do you know how much of a room it cleared in the budget, though? We got a whole nother line item that we can redistribute that was set aside for wings. For wings. Wings and beer. So anyway, we'll get you the brackets as soon as the area tournaments are wrapped up tonight. Out in the juniors tournament, Kearney Post 52. They beat Wesco 11-3 last night. Grand Island 5 points, battling back to the losers bracket. They beat North Platte last night 14-1. So Grand Island will play Kearney for the championship on the junior side, and Grand Island will have to win twice today over Kearney in order to win the championship. We had action in the state tournament in Class B in Wayne yesterday, and the Class C junior state tournament at Tri-County. We'll check the results coming up. By the way, Hastings Johnson Imperial Homes also going to be playing in the state tournament beginning Saturday in Hastings. The Braves will be the host team after being ousted from the area tournament on Sunday. So the Braves will get a new lease on life, so to speak. Their season is not over yet, as the Braves will play in the state tournament beginning on Saturday. And we do know that JIH going to be the host team for the state tournament, so we'll play at 7 o'clock on this Saturday. We do know that. Don't know who they're going to play, but it looks like a 7 o'clock game for JIH for Saturday. So that's just coming up for Legion Baseball.
Hosts reserve the right to navigate the game times, I believe, to
they do, but
accommodate for their fans,
7 o'clock is a spot that they got us penciled in for anyway. So, then after that, who knows?
So you had 11-8 baseball last night.
God, it was, wait a minute.
7-inning game.
7-inning game took 3 hours.
I was going to say over under 3 hours.
3 hours to play.
Just straight at, right at 3 hours?
Maybe a skosh under.
Oh, boy.
Just throw strikes.
I've been in those games.
Just throw strikes. You know when you're going to get into the fourth day of the area tournament, you're not throwing.
You get the whole pitching staff.
Well, yeah, you're not throwing your number ones or number twos or number three. You're throwing the bottom of the rotation.
Here's the rock. Go as long as you can.
And that's the reason those guys are probably number 4 or 5 or number 6 on the depth chart. Just throw strikes. That's all I ask. Just throw strikes.
You and me both, brother.
So that's what's coming up for Legion Baseball. Sodbusters in action tonight. They're down in Missouri playing Sedalia. The Steamers, I like that nickname too. The Steamers, they're having a pretty good year. They're 23-11. Sodbusters are 17-21. Game time will be at 7 tonight in Sedalia, Missouri.
Steamers, speaking of steam.
Oh, God.
Steamy yesterday.
Woo-hoo-hoo.
Sweet Jesus.
Yeah, we had baseball.
Ugh.
I was down on the field for a while talking to the coach. It was steamy down there on the turf yesterday.
Lost about 5 pounds just walking down to go see the coach.
I didn't have to stay down there and play on it.
God dang.
But it was warm yesterday. It's gonna be cooler today though. Highs I see right around the upper 80s, 90. Tim will have the forecast here coming up in just a few minutes. Also a chance of rain. Chance of rain for Wednesday and Thursday. So that's good news. My yard can stand that.
Yeah. My water bill can stand that.
Major League Baseball from last night. The Boston Red Sox continue their streak.
Let's go.
They won their 14th game in a row last night. They beat Baltimore by a score of 6-5. Caleb Durbin hit a tie-breaking homer over the Green Monster with 2 outs in the 8th inning, as the Red Sox extended the second longest winning streak in club history to 14 games. The Red Sox are the first team to win 14 straight since the Brewers did it last August. The Red Sox are 19-2. 19-2 in their last 21 games. That's the best mark in Major League Baseball since June 25th. Through June 24th, Boston was 32-46. They had the worst record in the American League and the second worst record in Major League Baseball, but they have turned things around. In their last 21 games, they are 19-2. They have won 14 games in a row, and now they're going to try to extend the streak to 15 games tonight. That would match the longest winning streak in team history that dates back to 1946, when future Hall of Famer Ted Williams played for that team. So, yeah, Boston is on quite a historic run here, and they will play tonight and try to extend their streak to 15 games, which would tie their franchise mark for a winning streak, 15 games.
Ranger Suarez takes the ball for the Red Sox tonight, going up against Kyle Bradish. The Red Sox are a -140 favorite. The over-unders on the game sitting at 8 for those who maybe want to put a little money behind this Red Sox run.
Cleveland Guardians, they hit 7 home runs last night.
It's a lot.
They beat the Minnesota Twins by a score of 13-4. The 7 home runs, just one short of the franchise record. And it matches the record for a home game. And it was an unlikely power surge, so to speak, for the Guardians. They came into the game last night tied with Tampa Bay for the third fewest home runs in the majors this year with 94. But they hit 7 home runs last night in the ball game over the Minnesota Twins. And five of the home runs last night were by players that came into the game batting 200 or below. So, yeah, all of a sudden some unfound power there for the Cleveland Guardians. Cleveland, by the way, hit 8 home runs at Milwaukee on April 25th of 1997. They also hit 8 home runs at Seattle, July 16th, 2004. So I did a little research.
There you go.
Before the show. So, yeah, 7 home runs last night for Cleveland. They beat Minnesota 13-4. And the Boston Red Sox won their 14th straight game as they won over Baltimore last night 6-5. So those are the highlights from Major League Baseball from last night.
Joe Ryan's ERA taking a little bit of a hit there for Minnesota as he came in at 6-6 record, a 3.33 ERA. Not anymore. Not after 6 home runs. They had 6 of those runs in the first 2 innings of play, by the way. Wow. Cardinals blew a save last night. Say it isn't so. Bullpen issues continue. The Angels take one late. And the Yankees and the Pirates. 8-5. Jazz Chisholm hits 2 home runs last night. But there was a benches clearing brawl. And here's the thing. You know things are bad in New York right now when the Yankees are picking fights with the Pittsburgh Pirates. Like, fight somebody your own size. That is such a David Goliath style matchup to begin with, and then you're picking fights with them and getting into a benches clearing brawl. Grow up.
What was the brawl all about?
Somebody
beamed somebody?
Beaming people.
Yeah.
Carryover, Jazz Chisholm he's electric. Energy, but he also does the bat flips and the slow home run trots that kind of gets under pitchers' skins, and then it aggravates them to beam the next batter, and then retaliation happens. But come on, you're picking a fight with the Pirates?
Come on, man!
Things are bad in New York right now.
NFL from yesterday, the Green Bay Packers have another starter locked up beyond this season after coming to terms in a deal with defensive tackle Devontae Wyatt. 2 sides agreed to a 3-year, $57 million contract extension with $20 million as a signing bonus. The deal comes less than a week after the Packers signed linebacker Isaiah McDuffie to a 1-year, $8.8 million contract extension that will keep him in Green Bay through the 2027 season. The Packers have also done contract extensions this offseason with receivers Jaden Reed and Christian Watson, and are now expected to turn their attention towards signing tight end Tucker Kraft to a long-term deal. Green Bay did the deal with Wyatt despite Wyatt missing 7 games last season and suffering a season-ending broken fibula and torn ligaments in his ankle in the Thanksgiving Day win over the Detroit Lions. He had 4 sacks, 7 quarterback hits in 10 games last season. He's got 16 sacks and 30 quarterback hits in 4 seasons for the Packers. So Green Bay doing a little housekeeping there as they are signing some guys to some contract extensions, and the latest being defensive tackle Devontae Wyatt. So that's going on in the NFL as they get ready to head to training camp here. God, that's going to be coming up. When's the first NFL preseason game? We talked about this last week. It's got to be coming up here in July sometime.
August 6th.
Like I said, it's got to be coming up here in July sometime.
Panthers and Cardinals, August 6th. It might as well be July.
Yeah, August 6th.
It's basically right around the corner.
Why is the bookkeeper texting me? Doesn't she know what the hell I'm doing at this time of the day?
Because you said that you were going to go across the border to a Hooters restaurant, and she's probably texting you that that's not in the budget, honey.
Why? Now, why is she texting me here? Doesn't she know what I do between 7 and 8? It can't be that important that she can't wait until 8 o'clock to text me.
Possibly it's important. I don't know.
It's not important. I just read it. It's not important. Why is she texting me during my show?
To say that she loves you.
No, that's not what it was. It was more in the line of what you were talking about. Why are you gonna drive to Council Bluffs to go to Hooters?
Yep.
Hell, I don't even know if I'm going to Omaha yet, and I've already got Hooters on my mind.
We're just hypothetical right now.
Yeah, just in case. Just in case.
You got to have a plan B.
Hastings goes to Elkhorn North to play in the state baseball tournament this weekend. Would it be okay if I drive to Council Bluffs to go to Hooters?
Consolation prize.
God. Bookkeeper.
You got to have something to look forward to. I mean, I know you got the baseball, but the post-game and pre-game meals and tires and sodas, the place to go take a pit stop.
Yeah.
These are all important.
Chances are.
Oh, yeah.
Chances are if I go to Omaha this weekend for state baseball, chances are I'll make the trip.
It'll rain.
I'll make the trip. If it rains, there's no doubt I'll make the trip to Council Bluffs. It can't be that far away.
Is it me, or is it state baseball weekend is just historically remembered for having rainouts?
It doesn't look like it's going to rain this weekend.
It doesn't, but it just feels like state baseball weekend is always a good, surefire, at least one rainstorm. Like there will be a delay for one day of the games.
It's going to be all right, though, because both fields are turf. Kearney and Elkhorn North is turf, so that's good news.
That's good news.
I have, and maybe you have a solution to this. Not a solution, but a reasoning behind this.
Okay.
Yesterday, before I went to the game, I had to do some shopping.
How'd that go?
In Grand Island. So I go into this store, did some shopping, and bought something there. And then I went out and got on my phone and on Facebook. All of a sudden, they're saying, did you pick up the item that you were looking at such and such a store?
Big Brother watching you.
We hope you enjoy your purchase. Wow. Now, how in the hell did they know? I'll just tell you, I was looking for some new shoes at Dick's Sporting Goods.
Yep.
So I went in and looked at these shoes, and I bought them. And I go out, put them in the car, hop on my phone to see if I have any messages that I had to take care of before I went to the game, and got on Facebook, and they're telling me about the same type of shoes that I was looking for.
That's pretty good stuff.
Yeah. How does that happen?
It's analytics and markets, and it.
No.
When you have your personal data that gets shared every time that you click on websites and use those cookies and.
But how did they know I was looking at this type of shoe?
Because your location services is on. It can pinpoint to exactly where you're at in the store.
They want to know how I'm enjoying my shoes.
Your location services are on, and it tracks that you're at that particular store and particular aisle. You might have done some research on Google prior to buying the shoes. That would also...
I did.
Yep,
I did.
That's another leading market indicator, so...
That's how they did it?
That's how they did it.
God, that was freaky.
Yeah, it's a messed up world. We cannot even, our location services could be at First Street Brewing, and we could be having a conversation at a bar about something. It's the microphone pickup that gets me when we're talking about, let's say, crew cut socks. I don't know. We're just throwing out something. I will probably get an ad because we mentioned crew cut socks today about crew cut socks on Facebook at some point, especially since we're live on Facebook. So, yeah, it's market research.
That's freaky.
My store experience yesterday, and I'm gonna hop on the old man bandwagon. Get ready, kids. Let's go for a ride. There's a thing that I understand why it's happening, but at the same time, can we pump the brakes just a little bit? I understand why some of these places, let's say Adams County Fair, Duncan Field tried. We scaled back on it a little bit. But yeah, the Adams County Fair, you go to any Major League Baseball game, any professional sporting event, maybe NASCAR is the same, I don't know. Everything's going cashless, right?
Yeah.
We're living in a cashless world.
Yeah.
Phone transactions, cards get handed to you, and that's how you pay, right? However, as your friendly neighborhood bartender / every other side hustle you can think of that I do in the summer when I'm not teaching, all I carry is cash. That's all I've got in my back pocket. Could we slow it down just a skosh?
You're carrying cash now?
I have. That's all I have, dude. That's all I make 3 months out of the year. I get cash tips. I just
tips.
Get cash tips. I spend cash tips.
So you stick that
so that I have my disposable income as my cash tips, right? So that sticks in my back pocket. Anyways, I'm going to Russ's yesterday. I name dropped him. That's okay. I think people should be aware. Was going to get some fried chicken. They put the little sticker on it. I was hungry yesterday for fried chicken. You ever get like one of those hankerings and you're just hungry for that and only that, and you're not gonna like divert? Yeah, it was going to fried chicken yesterday, so I slip on the little receipt, and I got a $10 bill in my pocket. Normally, it's just a nice, easy transaction. I put the $10 in the self-checkout. It spits out $1.84 back or whatever it is. They had signs on their cash registers. As effective as of today, which was not a lot of time for me to prepare, we're going to go completely cashless on the self-checkout.
Really? So you can't stick cash in there anymore?
And I peeked over at the checkout lines, and they were so long, and I didn't want to go through that, so I just threw on the card and hoped and prayed that I didn't get declined for getting fried chicken, and sure enough, it went through, thankfully. It saved me the embarrassment of having to back out of the self-checkout line, void my transaction.
Take the fried chicken back?
Take my fried chicken. No, I would have gone to like the aisles, but the aisles were overflowing with people. And it's like, so self-checkout's always my option. It's my go-to. It's my number one thing. I love self-checkout. I do.
I know when you only got one or two items.
But I don't like paying with card because I don't have any money on it. It's all in cash. That's my disposable income.
For summer?
The checking account goes
so now
to keeping the lights on and shit.
So you can't go through self-check now and use cash?
No. It's card only. I think, again, could we just pump the brakes on it a little bit? There are people in this community
that still use cash
in society that have cash-only jobs. People in the service industries, particularly. And that's the area, that's the problem, is the service area is already hurting for good employees. It's already hurting. We could bitch about restaurants and service and quality of service all day long, right? And so we need good people in those positions, but when that position is effectively being, you're not able to go about your daily business because of the way society is going, it's tough. Pump the brakes on going cashless.
Yeah, there's a lot of places. NASCAR, you mentioned NASCAR. NASCAR does.
NASCAR goes cashless.
Like I'm going to Iowa here in a couple of weeks. There's no reason to pull money out of my account to take to Iowa because nobody takes it. Nobody likes cash anymore.
Do you still take some emergency cash just in cases?
Oh, yeah.
You got to have emergency cash.
You got to have some emergency cash, but nobody takes it to the track. So
no.
So, all right, that's what's on our mind today. If you'd like to chime in with us, why not? 402-834-1330. 402-834-1330. That's the Hamilton Telecommunications fan line. If you'd like to leave us a message on our social media sites, we're watching those as well. Back on Facebook Live, by the way, today.
Russ Kindig chiming in on Facebook. He saved you money by not going to the Super Bowl, so it's got to be in the budget. Going back to our favorite restaurant conversation and the bookkeeper.
How do you save me money by not going to the Super Bowl?
He didn't go to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, but God, a lot of people didn't go to the Super Bowl.
I didn't go to the Super Bowl either.
Yeah, so we should have a lot of money left over.
Should buy a horse.
I'm still going to go to Hooters if we play Omaha this weekend. I don't care what the bookkeeper says. I've got the card. I've got the checkbook. Hell, I might have to get the cash, too. Who knows if they they might not take
the day Hooters becomes cashless.
Oh, that pissed me off. Well, like we don't carry cash when we're out on the road very often.
It's not Super Bowl, it's Scotts Bluff, SB. He didn't schedule Scotts Bluff on the road.
Yeah, he didn't make me go to Scotts Bluff.
Yep. That's what that is. I thought Super Bowl was SB.
So it's in the budget.
It's in the budget.
It's in the budget. I'm going to Hooters.
It's happening.
I'm going to Hooters. If Russ is in Omaha, I'll probably take him too. We'll all go to Hooters in Council Bluffs. All right, 7:31. Waking up with Mike and Tyson this morning. This is Huddle Up on Extreme Sports.
It's time for a morning news update on Extreme Sports.
The Burlington Northern Santa Fe Railway is upgrading railroad ties and also placing concrete crossing pads for street crossings on the west side of the tracks on A Street between Keystone and Emerson Avenue. Thus, the City Street Department is working and closing that this morning. Burlington Northern Santa Fe anticipates the work to be completed and the crossing reopened by the end of day on Friday. They replaced the tracks in 2004. Now Emerson and Keystone Avenue, as well as B Street, will serve as the detour during the crossing closure. Meanwhile, 2 Grand Island men are now charged with manslaughter in the death of 41-year-old Matthew Bishop, who died after a downtown assault earlier this month. Prosecutors upgraded the charges after reviewing enhanced surveillance video. Jesus Reyes and Angel Vega remain jailed as the investigation continues. And Douglas County health officials in the metro are investigating a sharp increase in cyclospora infections, with 18 cases reported in just 2 weeks, well above the county's typical annual total. The parasite, usually spread through contaminated fresh produce, can cause prolonged diarrhea and stomach cramps. Health officials are working to identify a possible source. It is 7:32. We'll swing things back over to you, Mike Will. What's going on in sports?
Well, sports today brought to you by Bamboo Mind and Body Spa of Hastings. From recovery to relaxation, Bamboo Mind and Body Spa keeps Central Nebraska feeling its best. The Nebraska women's basketball team will tip off its 2026-2027 season with an exhibition game against Wayne State on Friday, October 23rd at Pinnacle Bank Arena. Huskers finished 19-13 last year. They were 7-11 in the conference. Wayne State was 10-18 in Brian Ortmeyer's first year as head coach. Ortmeyer took that job at Wayne State after spending 3 years at Briar Cliff. The game will be Nebraska's first meeting with Wayne State in exhibition play since November 2nd of 2014, when the Huskers rolled past the Wildcats 84-43. Hastings Sodbusters will play at Sedalia tonight. Sodbusters are 17-21 in the season. The Steamers are 23-11. First pitch will be at 7. Kearney Pinnacle Bank beat Hastings 5 Points Bank 11-8 last night in the elimination game of the Seniors A7 tournament in Grand Island. Cash Fosher was the winning pitcher for Kearney. Gus Hemberger took the loss. Peyton Meyer had 2 hits, including a first-inning home run for Kearney. Zane Thompson had 3 hits for Hastings. Kearney will play Grand Island Home Federal for the championship today. Hastings is now 16-1 in the season. They will play in the state tournament beginning on Saturday. At the 8-7 Juniors Tournament in Scottsbluff yesterday, Kearney Post 52 beat Wesco 11-3, and Grand Island 5 Points Bank defeated North Platte 14-1. Grand Island will play Kearney for the championship today. GI will have to win twice in order to win the championship. At the Class B Junior State Tournament in Wayne yesterday, West Point got by Hickman 9-7. Alliance ousted Aurora 11-2, and Wahoo defeated Plattsmouth 15-4. Today, Hickman will play Wahoo at 4, followed by West Point against Alliance at 7. And the Class C Junior State Tournament at Tri-County, Malcolm defeated Pender 12-4. Loomis shut out Hebron 8-0, and Tri-County defeated Hardington 10-0. Today, Pender will play Loomis at 4, followed by Malcolm against Tri-County at 7. That's a check in your sports headlines at 7:35 on Extreme Sports.
It's time for a morning weather update on Extreme Sports with Chief Meteorologist Tim Jones.
That hot weather is now behind us, with Tuesday being a transition day to slightly cooler weather. Today we'll have a high right around 92 degrees, plenty of sunshine. And then as we get overnight tonight, we'll be in the 60s. Then on Wednesday, we transition all the way down to the low to mid 80s with chances for showers during the day as well as Wednesday night. More rain chances Thursday and Friday with lows only in the low 80s.
Right now in Hastings, we've got north winds at 5. It is cloudy. It is 71 in Hastings at Extreme Sports.
Looking for the perfect way to spend your Friday night in Hastings? Head just east of town on J Street and experience the excitement of Cam Raceway. Every Friday night through August, Cam Raceway brings you a full evening of grassroots racing on Nebraska's fastest 8th-mile dirt track. You'll see it all. Stock non-wing micros, restricted micros, junior sprints, junior cage karts, adult flat karts, and junior flat karts. Catch all the local drivers, all competing for the win under the lights. Gates open at 7 p.m. and racing gets underway at 8 p.m. And the best part, admission is just $10, and kids 12 and under get in free with a paying adult. So this Friday night, skip the routine and make your way to Cam Raceway, where the engines fire up, the dirt flies, and the whole family can enjoy a night at the races.
Accessible and affordable holistic care is just around the corner at Bamboo Spa and Wellness Center. Located at 208 South Burlington Avenue, Suite 101 in Hastings. At Bamboo Spa, we offer a range of therapies to help you unwind and recharge. Experience soothing massages, rejuvenating head spa scalp treatments, and our Advanced Glow 2 facials. Discover the healing power of ozone therapy and frequency healing. Become a member for exclusive 24-hour access to our therapeutic amenities, including the infrared sauna, hydro massage, and cryo lounge. Members enjoy 20% off all services and 10% off products in our non-toxic retail shop. Visit our Facebook page to learn more and book your appointment today. Bamboo Spa and Wellness Center, truly holistic care, designed for you.
I'm John Butler, Funeral Director and Owner at Livingston Butler Volland Funeral Home and Cremation Center in Hastings.
And I'm Nikki Butler, the Advanced Funeral Planning Specialist. Whether you choose a traditional service, cremation, or a unique memorial service, our experienced staff is here to help guide you through every step. Visit us at lbvfh.com to learn more about our services and how we can support you.
Livingston Butler Volland Funeral Home and Cremation Center. We are here when your need is greatest.
Hamilton has been providing IT solutions for businesses across the state of Nebraska for more than 3 decades. We know that Nebraska businesses are a driving force of support for the communities in which we live and work. We keep them connected and protected by delivering cybersecurity, hosted phones, and managed IT. We are grateful to be part of our Nebraska communities and to support their technology needs.
More information at Hamilton.
Get ready for the ultimate trivia experience with Extreme Sports Trivia. Play from anywhere at home, on the go, or at your favorite bar or restaurant. Compete live against players from all over in real time, answering questions across categories like sports, pop culture, Marvel, and more. Want to see how you stack up? Track your progress with live leaderboards and aim for the top spot. It's free, fun, and super easy to play. So what are you waiting for? Sign up today at extremesports.com trivia and start playing now. And keep an eye out. We're coming soon to a bar or restaurant near you.
Mike Will, Tyson and Bronick with you. It's Huddle Up on Extreme Sports for this Tuesday. And thanks for joining us, whether you're listening to us on our website at x-streamsports.com, maybe on your smartphone with our free mobile app and your smart speaker, Roku TV, Facebook Live, YouTube, Twitch. Thanks for listening to us.
All over the place. Had some comments come in from the break.
I saw that.
Let's get to some of these. We got Pump and Dump. Takes cash in Iowa. That's according to Shaner. So there's a place that takes cash. What are your feelings about Twin Peaks restaurant?
I see the chief is chiming in with my restaurant choices for the weekend.
Twin Peaks, do they have good wings?
Yeah, they got good wings.
So that's an option.
That's an option there in Elkhorn. I'm not even for sure that I'm going to Elkhorn yet, but already I got people chiming in with my restaurant choices.
It's sounding like the universe is preparing to send you to Elkhorn.
Yeah, it looks like I'm going to Elkhorn. Everybody knows that I'm going to Elkhorn, so they're getting me some restaurant choices.
Just preparing you for the inevitable. Ryan Martin chiming in on our YouTube page.
Yeah.
About a basketball tournament that you're probably not familiar with unless you're like a fan of Kansas, where it's probably advertised a little bit more. I didn't know it was going on, but I do remember it from last year. The TBT is back, otherwise known as this basketball tournament. This was originally done for soccer, like a 7-on-7 tournament where McAfee puts up some of his money and teams compete. There's 14 teams, $2 million, winner take all. There is an alumni and non-alumni bracket, but the alumni gets going tonight, and that is what Ryan Martin is pumped up for as the Purple Rain take on JHX Hoops. That's tough to spit out. The Kansas alumni versus Kansas State. They play tonight.
Yeah, it's probably not going to make our sports notes tomorrow.
It's probably not. No,
but if Ryan would like to chime in and give us an update on that tomorrow, that'd be great.
I'm wondering what channel it's on.
Oh, you're not going to be able to see that on TV.
8 p.m. I'm sure it's on TV somewhere.
Yeah, somebody's probably streaming that somewhere.
It might be a stream-only tournament.
Yep. You'll be able to find it somewhere.
See if I can...
You're really interested in that. You might be able to find it someplace.
TV schedule.
7:43. Waking up with Mike and Tyson here today.
Us on FS1.
Are you kidding me?
They're putting it on FS1 tonight. They have nothing to air.
So is this a basketball tournament?
Yep. Apparently it's a 2 out of 3.
Yeah.
Because they play again tomorrow night as well at 7. So they play at 8 tonight, 7 tomorrow. Both on FS1, 2 out of 3.
Yeah, so if you're starving for some sports activity tonight on the tube, you can check it out.
You got to be pretty hungry.
FS1.
You got to be pretty hungry for Expedition basketball tournament. But $2 million is $2 million, man.
Yep. I'd like to welcome some new sponsors to our Extreme Sports broadcast network here. Big thanks to the folks at the Real Estate Group of Hastings for joining us. Also, Gary Wayno, hearing specialist, joining us here on Extreme Sports, and Bruce Furniture. All new sponsors to us here on Extreme Sports.
Dougie Boy?
Yep. Kids.
Thanks, Dougie Boy.
Bruce Furniture going to be joining us here on Extreme Sports. Like those new sponsors.
FS1 yesterday.
That helps us pay our bills when we go to Hooters.
That's right.
Our new sponsors.
Ryan saying Louisville whipped up on Kentucky, which was awesome. That was yesterday's action. We're getting a full rundown.
All right, let's talk some football, shall we?
Shift gears.
TCU. Sonny Dykes, the head coach at TCU, entering his fifth season there with the Horned Frogs. He was at Big 12 Media Days down in Frisco, Texas recently. Talked about his new quarterback in Jaden Craig. He's a graduate transfer out of Harvard. He's taking over for Josh Hoover, who transferred during the offseason to Indiana. Meanwhile, like I said, Jaden Craig is a guy who's taking over there at TCU.
I don't know that we knew we were going to take a transfer quarterback, honestly. We had a quarterback that had been with us for a number of years. He still had a year of eligibility. We kind of assumed he would be with us, and it ended up not being the case. And once that happened, our personnel department, came in and said, okay, look, take a look at this guy, see what you think. And you turn the tape on of him playing at Harvard, and you really like what you see. You see a big, strong guy that is making throws that, you go, wow, that's impressive. You see a guy that doesn't turn the ball over. You see a guy that handles himself well. And so the football stuff checks out. And then you have an opportunity to get on the phone with him and start to talk to him a little bit. Okay, what's important to you? What are you looking for? Why are you interested in TCU? And once you got to know him, that's when we zeroed in on him very quickly. The transfer portal quarterback thing happens fast. Unfortunately, it's happened in a lot of cases during the season. And what I mean by that is there's people talking to your quarterbacks and talking to your players and doing all this stuff. It just kind of happens in today's college football. But, we zeroed on him quickly. We had to quickly. Got him on a visit. Got around him a little bit. We were fortunate that Gordy Samish, our new offensive coordinator, was from that part of the country, had a background with him. They knew each other on a real surface level, but they knew each other. Jaden knew of Gordy, Gordy knew of Jaden. And then once those two guys got in a room together, I think they both realized pretty quickly this was going to be a really good fit. So, he brings a lot to the table, as I said, experience, maturity, athleticism, playmaking ability. But again, at the end of the day, the thing I love about him is he wants to be challenged. He wants to be pushed. He's all about becoming the best version of himself that he can become. And I think at the end of the day, that's who you want to lead your program.
Yeah, TCU's got a new offensive coordinator. Like they mentioned, Gordon Samus. He's coming in from UConn. UConn was 12th in the nation last year in points per game. They were 16th in the nation in total yardage per game. In fact, UConn won 18 games over the course of 2 years. So Gordon Samus moves from UConn to take over as the offensive coordinator at TCU.
And then we got him here for the spring and was around him every day. And again, the thing I appreciated about him was, there's nothing that happens randomly. Everything has a reason. And, it's just well thought out. It's well conceived. I think he's really bright. I just like what we're doing offensively. I like the way he coaches our players. He's a physical, tough, disciplinarian, and that's what we wanted, and that's what we needed to reinforce, some of the things that we felt are important. And again, going to give us the best chance to win. And so loved what he did this spring. Loved what we did offensively. Got a lot of work to do this summer. Still a lot of things got to happen. We got to have a great fall camp, but coming out of spring football, I was really comfortable with where we were.
Are you going to be seeing TCU early? They're going to be playing in one of those early preseason type of games in Dublin, Ireland. August 29th, they're going to play North Carolina to begin the season.
When you do a deep dive and look at the history of these games in Ireland, a lot of the teams that have played in this historically haven't performed that well, or maybe not up to the expectations of those teams, at least what they thought they were going to of how they thought they were going to perform. You look at Iowa State and Kansas State last year, I think, neither team probably had the kind of season they thought they were going to coming into the game. And especially right after the game, I think both teams did a tremendous job of recovering and playing well at the end of the season. But you could tell it took a toll on both teams. And so we're trying to do everything we can, to develop best practices. We've talked to a number of people that have coached in this game, both administrators, coaches, about, okay, what was challenging about this game? What would you do different if you had the opportunity to do it again? The thing that we felt was incredibly important was playing that game week 0 and then having an open week 1. And we were fortunate enough to be able to make that work in our schedule. We didn't want to have to get home at, 10 p.m. Sunday night and try to prepare for an opponent on a short week. So we'll have an opportunity to get our players back, get readjusted, and try to hit the ground running as we start getting ready for our opponent in week 2. But it's challenging. Anytime that you break your routine, have an 8-hour flight, there's some challenges associated with that. Obviously, logistically, we've been working on it for a year now as far as getting our players' passports and, getting all the stuff done that we're going to do. How do we get equipment there? All the different things. What are we going to do with our team? How much time are we going to give them? We want them to have an experience, of going to Ireland and get to see, part of the Irish culture, but at the same time, it's a business trip and we need to win the football game. And we're going to be playing a North Carolina team that's going to be a lot different than the team they had last year. So they'll be a completely different team. They'll make a tremendous jump. It'll be a very challenging game for us. They've hired Bobby Petrino to be the offensive coordinator, I think one of the elite play callers in all of football. So it'll be a challenge. And so we've got to do everything we can to, number one, ensure that we have a good trip going over. And number two, that we put our players in the best position coming back to perform well the rest of the season.
All right, there he is, Sonny Dykes. He's the head coach for TCU. Big 12 Media Days down in Frisco, Texas recently. The Horned Frogs were 9-4 last year overall, 5-4 in conference play. And again, they open up the season August the 29th in Dublin, Ireland against North Carolina.
That's an intriguing matchup.
Isn't that Bill Belichick's team?
Bill Belichick, and he mentioned Bobby Petrino, offensive coordinator there now. So that'll be an intriguing matchup for week 0. Normally those week 0 games are all kind of throwaway games, so good to have one.
Yeah, that's not too bad of a matchup.
I could sit at a bar and watch that.
TCU, North Carolina. Or if Bill's going to take his little sweetie over to Dublin, Ireland, I'm sure he will. I bet he does.
Why wouldn't you?
Yeah, why wouldn't you? They're still together. Why wouldn't you? So anyway, that's coming up for your early season football watching. That game in Dublin, Ireland.
Remember when the Huskers drank Ireland out of beer? We were over there. Avila Stadium did not have enough beer. The beer lines ran out in like the third quarter.
Imagine that.
And that was the beginning of the end, really, for Frosty. That's when he tried the onside kick to start off the second half. We didn't get it back. Northwestern drove down and scored. They think they won the football game. It was gross. It was ugly.
And everybody was saying, what the hell we'll go for that onside kick?
What are we doing? Up 11, onside kick. Yep.
Then we lost.
Then we lost some more, and then we lost to Georgia Southern, and that was it.
That was it. Scotty Boy took a few years off. Now he's
back to Central Florida.
Basking in the sun. So, all right, 7:53. Waking up with Mike and Tyson. This is Huddle Up on Extreme Sports.
It's time for a morning news update on Extreme Sports.
We'll start in Grand Island, where 2 Grand Island men are now charged with manslaughter in the death of 41-year-old Matthew Bishop, who died after a downtown assault earlier this month. Prosecutors upgraded the charges after reviewing enhanced surveillance video. Jesus Reyes and Angel Vega remain jailed as the investigation continues. Meanwhile, in Hastings, the Burlington Northern Santa Fe Railway is upgrading railroad ties and also placing concrete crossing pads for street crossings on the west side of tracks on A Street between Keystone and Emerson Avenue starting this morning. Burlington Northern Santa Fe anticipates the work will be completed and the crossing reopened by the end of the day on Friday. Emerson and Keystone Avenues, as well as B Street, West B Street, will serve as the detour during the crossing closure. And out in the metro, Douglas County health officials are sounding the alarm as they are investigating a sharp increase in the cyclospora infections, with 18 cases reported in just 2 weeks. The parasite, usually spread through contaminated fresh produce, can produce prolonged diarrhea and stomach cramps. Health officials are working to identify a possible source. It is 7:55. We'll head over to the East Side Studios. Mike, what's going on in sports?
You were talking about those train crossings being closed?
Yes.
What about the quiet zone?
Uh-huh. What about the quiet zones?
Sure wish those things would...
Another season at Duncan without them.
Yeah. We made her all the way through the season.
God dang it.
With the quiet zone still nowhere to be found.
Perfect timing, as always, right before the national anthem starts.
Elm Street Crossing.
Mm-hmm.
God, what would I pay?
Just get it done.
Get it. I don't know what the problem is.
Just get it done.
I'm calling the mayor.
Let's do it.
Call the mayor some morning and talk about that. Anyway, sports today is brought to you by Bamboo Mind and Body Spa of Hastings and Blue Hill. Feel better, live better. The Nebraska women's basketball team will tip off its 2026-2027 season with an exhibition game against Wayne State on Friday, October 23rd at Pinnacle Bank Arena. Huskers were 19-13 last year, 7-11 in the conference. Wayne State was 10-18 in Brian Ortmeyer's first year as head coach. Ortmeyer took that job at Wayne State after spending 3 years at Briar Cliff. The game will be Nebraska's first meeting with Wayne State in an exhibition game since November 2nd of 2014, when the Huskers rolled past the Wildcats 84-43. Hastings Sodbusters will play at Sedalia tonight. Sodbusters are 17-21 in the season. The Steamers are 23-11. First pitch will be at 7. Kearney Pinnacle Bank beat Hastings 5 Points Bank 11-8 last night in the elimination game of the Seniors A7 tournament in Grand Island. Cash Fosher was the winning pitcher. Gus Hamburger took the loss. Peyton Meyer had 2 hits, including a first-inning home run for Kearney. Zane Thompson had 3 hits for Hastings. Kearney will play Grand Island Home Federal for the championship today. Hastings is now 16-16-1 in the season and will play in the state tournament beginning on Saturday. At the A7 Juniors tournament out in Scotts Bluff yesterday, Kearney Post 52 beat Wesco by the score of 11-3, and Grand Island 5 Points Bank defeated North Platte 14-1. Grand Island will play Kearney for the championship today. GI will have to win twice in order to win the championship. At the Class B Junior State Tournament in Wayne yesterday, West Point got by Hickman 9-7. Alliance ousted Aurora 11-2, and Wahoo defeated Plattsmouth 15-4. Today, Hickman will play Wahoo at 4, followed by West Point against Alliance at 7. At the Class C Junior State Tournament at Tri-County, Malcolm defeated Pender 12-4. Loomis shut out Hebron 8-0, and Tri-County defeated Hartington 10-0. Today, Pender will play Loomis at 4, followed by Malcolm against Tri-County at 7. That's a check in your sports headlines at 7:58 on Extreme Sports.
It's time for a morning weather update on Extreme Sports with Chief Meteorologist Tim Jones.
That hot weather is now behind us, with Tuesday being a transition day to slightly cooler weather. Today we'll have a high right around 92 degrees, plenty of sunshine, And then as we get to overnight tonight, we'll be in the 60s. Then on Wednesday, we transition all the way down to the low to mid 80s with chances for showers during the day as well as Wednesday night. More rain chances Thursday and Friday with lows only in the low 80s.
We've got north winds this morning at 5 miles per hour. It is cloudy. It is 71 in Hastings at Extreme Sports.
Accessible and affordable holistic care is just around the corner at Bamboo Spa and Wellness Center. Located at 208 South Burlington Avenue, Suite 101 in Hastings. At Bamboo Spa, we offer a range of therapies to help you unwind and recharge. Experience soothing massages, rejuvenating head spa scalp treatments, and our Advanced Glow 2 facials. Discover the healing power of ozone therapy and frequency healing. Become a member for exclusive 24-hour access to our therapeutic amenities, including the infrared sauna, hydro massage, and cryo lounge. Members enjoy 20% off all services and 10% off products in our non-toxic retail shop. Visit our Facebook page to learn more and book your appointment today. Bamboo Spa and Wellness Center, truly holistic care, designed for you.
Connet Auto Care is the trusted name in automotive repair and maintenance services in Hastings. We're a gold-certified Napa Auto Care Center. Our ASE-certified technicians have the Blue Seal of Excellence, receive continuous training, and are committed to providing the best service your vehicle can get. Whether it's preventative maintenance, major repairs, or just an oil change, Connet Auto Care is here for you.
Get ready, race fans. Cam Raceway is teaming up with Extreme Sports for an electrifying season of high-speed, dirt-slinging, adrenaline-pumping action. Every race night, we're bringing you live video coverage straight from the track, so you won't miss a single lap, pass, or photo finish. From non-wing warriors to cage karts, flat karts, and the A-class wing beasts, we've got it all. There's nothing like the roar of the engines, the smell of burning rubber, and the rush of dirt flying action right in front of you. So get to the track and experience it live. But if you can't make it, don't sweat. Extreme Sports has you covered. Buckle up, because this season is going to be fast, fierce, and unforgettable. Make sure you like and follow Extreme Sports on Facebook to get all the latest updates, and we will see you at the track.
All right, Mike Will, Tyson and Vronic with you. Let's huddle up on Extreme Sports for this Tuesday. Again, the next broadcast as far as baseball is concerned, coming up this weekend, we'll have state tournament action involving Hastings 5 Points Bank and Hastings Johnson Imperial Homes. We'll have most of the games here on our broadcast network. Let you know broadcast plans as soon as we figure out where the hell we're going.
We assume Elkhorn.
No, don't say that.
This whole show has been about assuming Elkhorn.
Yeah, because I've got restaurant ideas.
You've got your trip planned. You're starting to put your, what do we call that, itinerary together. Oh,
could be
geez.
Elkhorn, could be Kearney.
And who knows what time the games are going to be, so
yeah.
That's another factor. Ryan Martin says, while we're at it with the quiet zone conversation with the mayor, he says, wants to know about the car wash construction as well on Burlington, that big gaping pit next to the B-dubs in high school.
Yeah.
That doesn't have any construction going on yet.
Supposedly,
kind of an eyesore.
Supposedly the mayor's in contact with those folks, and they were talking about maybe getting the project restarted by the end of the year.
Why did it stop?
They ran out of money.
Oh, that happens.
Ran out of money. So,
didn't have a good bookkeeper.
Nope, not like ours. Yeah, well,
ours tells us where we can't go to lunch.
It might be time to maybe get the mayor out again, talk about some issues.
Get things going.
Get things going with the mayor. If we can find him, we'll find the mayor. Anyway, I've got Youth PGA golf this morning.
What?
Teeing off here at 9 o'clock.
You caddy?
I'm caddying for Bryce.
Hell yes.
Yep. Hell, I'm not going to carry his bag. I'm going to rent the cart. I'm going to rent the cart. I'm going to carry his bag around in the carts. I'm not going to carry his bag around for 9 holes. You crazy?
Can you have adult sippy cups at the Youth PGA tournament?
No, it'll be water today.
Unfortunate.
So, yeah, that's what's on my agenda today. Again, no
awesome.
baseball tonight because he got beat last night. So, one of my nights opened up this week.
Son and Papa. Grandson and Papa.
See what he can get done.
How's his golf game? Better than yours?
Probably on the same level as mine.
Okay.
So, take that for what it's worth. He has some good shots. He has some bad shots.
Well, same as me.
Yeah, same as you and I.
Same as us.
When he shanks went over to the driving range, I feel for him.
Yep.
I've been there. And that's why I tell him.
You're going to be a great caddy. You know where to play.
Yeah, but that's why I tell him. I said, I know what you're going through. I've been there.
In fact, I've probably played from this exact same spot before.
If you hit her in a rough, no problem.
Just grab your 3-wood, keep hacking.
Yeah, kick it out there a little bit. Get on level ground. This is a learning experience. This is Youth PGA golf.
It's going to be good.
So anyway, that's what's on my agenda today.
Southern Hills today?
Yep, Southern Hills.
Nice.
Be out there in 55 minutes. So,
alrighty. I'll let you get out then.
All right. If you'd like to listen to the show again, I had some interesting conversation in the first half of the show about cash and cards. Tyson unable to buy his fried chicken last night.
My fried chicken with cash yesterday.
Sonny Dykes joined us in the second half of the show today, so if you'd like to listen to the show again, head to our social media sites, download the podcast, listen to the show at your convenience today. We'll be back again tomorrow morning at 7 with Huddle Up on Extreme Sports. Have yourself a great day.
You've been listening to Huddle Up on Extreme Sports, Central Nebraska's new home for sports. Join us every weekday morning from